Hello and welcome to Travelling Box. Hello and welcome to Travelling Box. I'm Tanya and this YouTube channel is all about Frankie, my caravan that I bought just a couple of days ago. This video in particular is introducing you to Frankie because she's new to me and she's created a brand new love affair with a brand new hobby, and I'm super duper excited. I can't wait. The reason I bought a caravan, to start with, I have a son who is 9, a standard poodle and a Sphinx cat, and we like to go camping, and we've been camping for a few years now and we absolutely have loved it, and by camping I mean with a tent. Over the years we've become more and more adept at tent camping and we've bought more and more equipment. In the end I had to buy a trailer to tow with all of our camping equipment inside. I had the air beam tent, electric hookup essentials, and for cold winter nights even electric blankets, because I'm not good with cold whatsoever. Over the years, we've really adjusted and adapted and taken on board lots of advice and hints and tips from all over the place, and we loved it. We love campsites, we love visiting places all over the country and experiencing different bits of history, really, which is what I absolutely love for my son. He studied Stonehenge earlier this year, so off we went to Stonehenge for a weekend, and that was fantastic to be able to just say, okay, let's book that campsite then and let's go there and visit it, and I want to continue that. The reason I've changed from tent camping to caravanning is simply because packing up and setting up are absolutely horrible. There's no other way to put it, especially as we don't camp light. So with building the beds and the kitchen and the sofa and everything else that we take, it would take me at least 2 hours to set up, and at least 3 hours to pack away again. And bearing in mind you have to be off of a campsite on average by about 11 o'clock. That means you have to start packing away around about 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's no way to finish a holiday, and it really did put a dampener on it. Another reason is also that you're so aware of weather when you're in a tent. We did have to cancel one weekend this year that I had booked because it was forecast rain, and it did actually torrential rain the whole weekend. That was in July this year, and it got to Friday and I had to cancel the weekend, which was a real shame and bitterly disappointing for my son in particular. I ended up building an indoor pup tent for him so he could still have a camping experience, but in our living room. That was fun. He loved it though. So yeah, August, we had an amazing week in our tent, loved it. We went to Mablethorpe in Lincolnshire, highly recommend it. It's so dog friendly, it's unbelievable. We love the area, we're going back. But we did have one night of a really awful thunderstorm, and it was about 9:30 that evening, and I was literally stood up holding up the air beams of the tent because the whole tent had come in. And I have to admit, it scared me. I didn't know how long it would last. I was tracking the storm on an app on my phone for the next few hours, until it had passed and I could see that it had gone over to sea, and we were safe. But at one point I did think we'd have to pack up our essentials and bundle into the car for the rest of the night just for safety. The house next to the campsite, their roof was shattered by a lightning strike. It was pretty severe, and not the most fun I've ever had in a tent, I have to say, although not an experience I sad to have had. It really was an experience, and wind inside of a tent is like nothing on earth. It doesn't take a lot of wind for tent to really feel like you're sitting in a bowl of jelly, so that's quite fun. So yeah, that really solidified it to me that I wanted a caravan, and I wanted one badly. But then I had a big set of criteria. The criteria I had was our living lifestyle. So I definitely wanted a bedroom area for the evening for my son that I could shut away, so that when he crashes at night, he's a very active boy. He's when we're camping, 8:30 of an evening is quite late for him. By 9 definitely he's crashed and out for the count, and I'm not ready for bed yet. So I needed somewhere for him to be able to sleep undisturbed, and so I could sit of an evening and relax and watch my Netflix and drink my gin and tonic and not have to go to bed at the same time as him, or not have to, you know, worry about disturbing him too much if I might sneak a packet of crisps. So yeah, that was pretty essential, that the living area worked for us. Another criteria was the weight of the van. Although I've got an old person's driving license, so I have the towing license, no problems at all. I have a car with a limited weight restriction on it. So I was looking for a caravan with a maximum MPTLM of 1200 kgs. So I was looking at a 4 or 5 berth with 1200 kg weight and a low budget. Maximum was around about £2,500 my budget for a caravan. So I was looking at old. I wanted a cooker, couldn't wait to have a proper oven. I wanted a nice toilet, because that would be handy and a big step up from a tent. And I wanted the caravan to be obviously damp free. I can happily do little DIY jobs, but I can't cope with reconstructing of a van in total. I'm no good with carpentry or metalwork and things like that. I can do little bits. I can do electrics actually. I'm quite good at electrics. Not sure about plumbing, but either way, little jobs I could manage, big jobs not so much. And certainly a damp van was a big no-no for me. And I spent a long time researching, looking at different caravan layouts, factoring in weight restrictions, and just keeping an eye out on all of the private sale pages, the dealership pages. And eventually I saw Frankie come up, and she came up on eBay, and she came up 2 hours before I spotted her on eBay, and then I found her on the page of the dealer's website, and she was so pretty on the outside. I'll show you photos coming up. She even had a Dreamcatcher decal already stuck to her, and a wolf. Dreamcatchers in my family are quite something special. My mum even has a tattoo of a Dreamcatcher that I designed for her, so they're quite special for us. So to have a Dreamcatcher on a caravan was quite something and made her stand out to me, although I was trying not to be so sentimental about a £5 decal stuck on a caravan and not let that sway me. But everything else matched. She was a 5 berth. She was in my weight limit. She had a rear bedroom that could be shut away, and she looked like she had been absolutely beautifully well cared for. So off I went, 2.5 hour journey down south to have a look at the caravan. I took my mum and my aunt with me, and off we went, and I fell in love with her. She's stunning. She's 21 years old, so she's carrying some age. She's a nice mature lady, but has been really, really looked after, and is as dry as a bone. No sign of damp whatsoever, so I was really, really happy. A couple of minor details that I needed to attend to, such as the rear bedroom door had been broken, so I know I needed to fix that. can't really think of anything else. Oh, there's a crack in the shower tray. Not too worried about that, because I know my son with his big feet would crack any shower tray anyway. So a shower for us, the plastic shower base is a bit too flimsy, so I may at some point in the future replace it with a fiberglass one. But she's had some modernisation done as well. She's got a brand new Alco hitch and stabiliser on her. She has a motor mover, which is so cool. It's an e-move motor mover. I've tried it. It's wonderful. It's like a remote control for your caravan. I love it. I really do. She has a full oven, a 4 gas hob, full fridge. There's a 3-way fridge, a lovely Thetford toilet, cascade heating throughout. It's got the lounge area that I'm sitting in at the moment. At the back she's got a proper shut-away bedroom with a double bed at the bottom and then a single bunk above, so my son and I will be sharing the bedroom space, along with Amber and Perry, our cat. That's fun, he hasn't been camping before. So I absolutely fell in love with her. I will share some photos with you in a bit, but that's my introduction. She's called Frankie because she already had her name and it was stuck on the caravan and I liked it, so we call our caravan Frankie. But yes, that is our story. This is our channel and it's all about Frankie, the things that we're going to do in her. I'm so excited. First thing I'm doing is, because she's in such good condition, even the upholstery is in amazing condition, original, but I want to preserve her integrity. I want to keep her looking as lovely as she is, so I'm going to be making new cushion covers so that I don't have to worry about dogs sitting on them or spilled dinner from my son and cat feet scratching and things like that. So I'll be making covers, I'll be making new curtains. Well, I'm really not a fan of the floor. Really not. They're in good condition, so I'll keep them, so that if in future years I decide to sell her, then the new owners might want the original features. So I'll keep them, but I'm just going to replace with new, brighter, more cheerful and contemporary colours and fabrics. But thank you for watching my channel. It's brand new, I'm very excited and I can't wait to show you all the things we get up to. None of my videos are ever going to be how-to videos. I in no way know what I'm doing. I'm doing what I do best in life, I'm winging it. I'm asking a million questions to poor other caravan enthusiasts in Facebook groups, especially Caravanners UK, and those guys on there have been so helpful. They've sent me so much information on how to look after, how to tow it, how to repair things, how to clean things like the toilet, how to run a purification system through the caravan. I've been looking at YouTube videos like it's going out of fashion. The Trudgeons, Travelling K, Andrew Ditton, you know, just a few, the Gypsy Souls, just a few people that have inspired me and helped me to make the decision to buy it. So yes, lots of videos planned, lots of holidays and adventures to come in the future, and I really can't wait to share them all with you, so thank you. Bye! So here she is, my beautiful Frankie, who I picked up from Guildford in Surrey and then ended up towing through Guildford town centre in rush hour, which was great fun for the first ever caravan towing experience. But if I can do that, I figure I'm set for life. Here we have the Thetford Toilet with a removable cleanable cassette, the Carver heating system for the water and heating throughout the caravan, and that's the point to connect up the water pump. Beautiful storage inside the van throughout, lots of cupboard space. Thetford 3-way fridge works on electric, hookup, battery and gas. Helmets, and that clock works. That's the heating system for the Caravan. And a beautiful, well-appointed kitchen area and lounge that you can just see in the background there. Oh, that's how the rear bedroom area sets up. The bottom seating turns into a double bed. And the bathroom. Really well looked after. I'm thoroughly impressed. That's the toilet. That's a television aerial that's obviously been added to the Caravan. Not sure I know how to use them or whether I want to, really. All the electrics there. That's the wardrobe space. The heater. Beautiful oven with the 4 gas hob burners. And she's just so well looked after. I'm thoroughly impressed that for 21 years old, she is this good looking. Can't wait to cover those seats. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.